I've been on the hunt for one of these old style cobbler hammers for a while now. I haven't had any luck in finding one, so I decided I was going to make one myself. The first step in this process was to create a 3D model of the hammer itself. To do this, I used 3ds Max and just found some images on Google to copy. 3ds Max is normally used for creating models for games and that sort of thing, but worked well enough in this process. Once I'd finished making the model, I then printed it off and created a plaster cast around it. I cut down a Pringle tube and put some wax on the end of the hammerhead. This is just to create somewhere to pour the metal into the mould. I then let the mould fully cure before putting it in an oven at 200 degrees centigrade, upside down, so all the plastic and wax could melt out. This left a void for me to fill with the metal. I then measured out the copper and tin that I'd need for the bronze. I then put the copper and the tin in a crucible with some flux in the forge. Accidentally spilling the metal twice meant there wasn't quite enough to fully fill up the mould. This is why the hammer came out slightly different than the model. I then let the mould cool down for a few hours before breaking it open on the anvil. I then put the hammerhead in a vise with some leather around it to stop the vise from marring the surface. I then used a wire wheel to clean it up. Although the camera must have turned off when I was doing this, you get the idea. I then used the belt grinder attachment from my angle grinder to turn a bit of old broomstick into a hammer handle. The hammer handle is designed similar to a chasing hammer handle. Once I'd finished shaping the handle, I then charred it with a blowtorch and rubbed it down with a Scotch-Brite pad. After this, I then finished it with a beeswax based polish just to protect it. I then buffed the handle and the hammerhead ready for final assembly. After cutting off a piece of a nail to use as a wedge, I then assembled the hammer. Looking back, I probably should have used a wooden wedge with some wood glue, but this method worked well enough. Filling the molten bronze actually turned out to be a happy little accident, because I'm really pleased with how this hammer came out. Although it's not exactly what I planned, it's a pretty unique hammer, and I really like the look of it.